on my way, I can't see. I have to get pretty close. So today we have a pretty grand adventure. We are in Singapore, once a small fishing village, now a bustling metropolis. And as any good ultra runner, that means I want to run around here. I want to explore the crevices. I want to explore the route unseen by tourists. It's going to be a hard day, but that is the price we pay for seeing so much in such little time. So V, should we get going? 3. Should I start it? Let's go.
So we kick things off at Singapore's National Stadium, which is also the largest dome in the world, and made our way towards the sea. I was briefly distracted by something that I decided to run up.
We go home now.
But what a view! And after some, terrible posing, we were back on the road, path.
Whatever that is, I want one.
We crossed using the sea wall that separated the chaos of the sea with the calm of Singapore's bay.
Here we are. Big boat car park. A boat park.
Following that astute observation, we continued to make our way up along the riverbanks. We soon stumbled upon the breathtaking gardens by the bay, a reminder of how architecture and nature can fuse together to create something that just makes you pause. Unfortunately, we couldn't stand still for long, as tempting as it may be, because we were only in the early days of our adventure. Our legs were mighty and fresh, but with the sun rising, we were struggling to cut through the thick humidity.
It's starting to get really hot.
Undeterred, we pressed on until hunger struck, leading us to one of Singapore's famous hawker centres. These food havens perfectly cater to both foodies and runners alike, the ideal fuel for our Singaporean adventure, and most importantly, loaded with caffeine.
The coffee!
It's the small things in life. Anyway, we wound our way through the city, discovering small adventures at every turn, hopping over obstacles and dodging cars. Neighbourhoods flew by as we navigated through Singapore's diverse landscape, each district telling its own story. After making our way through the maze, we finally reached Heaven, an old railway corridor that proves shelter for runners and nature alike. This route once ferried passengers. Now it ferries us along its back. Every now and then, we spot remnants of the old railway, rusty tracks and weathered bridges. The path stretches on a green artery through the urban jungle, offering moments of respite through the city's relentless pace.
Oh, I nearly stepped on this guy. Gotta watch out, mate.
However, this didn't mean our enemy. That scorching balloon of fire in the sky wasn't taking its toll, leading, to some drastic measures. I apologise for what you're about to see.
I've never actually run bare-chested before, but the humidity warrants it. I'm dripping in sweat.
Yeah, in retrospect, I regret saying the word dripping. The only respite we got was in the occasional tunnel, filled with a coolness that I never realised or appreciated before. But the heat was only half the battle, hydration the other, and we were running low. All that remained was a Coke, our last hydration, and then it was gone. Water, hydration, fluid, amongst all else, is the thing that you most disregard in abundance, but soon remember without. Oh yes, the beginning of a trend in this adventure, the beginning of the fate of the unprepared. We didn't let the dehydration get in the way of some good old messing around. But the bike, looking more tempting than ever as a mode of transportation, thank God we finally stumbled across some water. It's pretty amazing in life how something so simple can bring such joy. I love adventures like this. It gives you a glimpse into the side of Singapore that you may never see as a tourist, forcing you into the areas which sometimes go unseen.
It started to rain now, but it's actually quite nice.
With the refreshing rain giving us a second wind, we met our next challenge, to climb Singapore's largest mountain. Well, maybe not mountain, let's say hill. Which was actually a little spicy on the legs than I anticipated.
We found Singapore's only mountain to climb.
And yes, my shorts have changed colour from all the sweat. The one wonderful thing about climbing higher and higher is that each step further may reward you in something a little more incredible at the top. But in this case, well, it just felt like we're a little bit conned. All that infrastructure in Singapore and they can't even make an observation deck. But it's not like I'm mad about it or anything. Okay, yeah, I was a little bit salty, but we had no time to grovel as our adventure continued. We found ourselves venturing deeper and deeper into the jungle, and with no one else around, we met our first moments of serenity.
Good job.
Of course, we finally escaped, and with one obstacle down, our ancient foe, the heat and humidity, hadn't left us just yet, and with the sun glaring down, we snaked our way towards Makrichi Nature Park, a surprisingly expansive national park that sits right in the middle of Singapore. It's rather unexpected when you picture Singapore as just a city of concrete and Goliath structures as far as the eye can see. But I was wrong. Singapore is a city where urban development and nature coexist, and here we were experiencing this duality firsthand as we pushed our tired legs through this unexpected wilderness. How deceiving our imagination can be. At this point we were skirting army grounds, not trying to look suspicious, but really knowing that we were failing. Two sweat-drenched native runners, looking more lost than anything else. Basically looking like they shouldn't be there.
Shake his hand.
Oh yeah, and there were monkeys. But don't let their cute looks or large balls deceive you. They are evil fuckers. Stealing our last piece of sustenance right from our desperate grips. There is a special place in hell for these monkeys, and even hell might be too kind.
I think we've realised there aren't many places to get water on this route, which is sometimes the case. So we are slowly dehydrating. I've never been happier to see a water fountain.
Things were starting to look up, but then reality came crashing back down.
So we have been running for 6 hours now? Something like 34 kilometers of pretty hard, sweaty, humid terrain. Mainly so we could get to the treetop canopy walk. And we've just climbed the hill, and we've seen here, it's closed on Mondays. Guess what today is? It's Monday. Oh, I reckon we lie down here a little bit. Oh, and then make our way back.
Approaching slight left.
Okay, so we're heading back down now. I guess we could be upset about it, but it's more just funny.
Okay.
Oh, so now we're just making our way outside, out of the nature reserve.
So we came in here to just get attacked by the monkey, that's it. Route highlight.
And to dehydrate.
We weren't really that disappointed. There's something about an adventure or a hard challenge that puts the important things into perspective. The day was beginning to take its toll. Our energy was fading, we were content, and we were ready to call it.
Yeah, I think we're going to call it probably a little bit earlier than we originally planned for. I think we both had quite a hard, tough day. As per usual, it was a lot harder than I originally thought it was, or imagined it was.
It's always good to be more ambitious.
Yeah, exactly. It's better to fail than not to try in the first place.
I wouldn't call it a failure.
Nah, I think we're pretty content. We've had a pretty. I feel like we've seen the side of Singapore that we were hoping to.
Definitely.
I think all we want to do now is shower and lie down, which is the sign of a good day. So thanks for watching. Cheers and see you soon.
And that was that. It was fair to say that we were unprepared, and that it didn't go to plan. We didn't have enough water, we didn't have enough food. I hadn't bothered to check the website, and our main attraction was closed. Our route wasn't as easy as my silly imagination believed. But that's okay, we had a wonderful day, and if everything went to plan, how boring would that be? And with that, once again, thank you for watching, and see you soon. Cheers.
And we've made it to the end. High five. Ow. V. Walking her bike as usual.